There is so many open questions, and the fact that serial assaults and killings went through with this has me really agitated.
Yeah, me too.
I haven't read this charge in a minute. I know what the intention is. Okay, fine. Let's say he fucking... First off, it needs to read better because it only references attempted first degree.
That's the only thing it's... Yep, that's it.
So,
it's attempted.
And by the letter of the law, it doesn't fit because it was 2 attempted and 2 murders, right?
Yeah.
But I think by spirit of the law, it would make sense. Just from that condition, just for that condition.
Yes.
And I do think that there needs to be legislation that clarifies, like, the category where attempted first degree and murder are in that category, and you say if 3 or more of this category take place. But the main issue that I have is that the spirit of serial assaults and killings is intended for 3 or more of that clause in which the where the motive is one and the same. So when you have a case like the Big Pee-Pee or whatever, the fucking Polito, that makes sense because it's a common motive, common pattern, and that pattern is not just attempted murder. The pattern is that it's a common motive, right?
Oh, do you remember Chastity Dolls?
Yes. Oh, yeah. That's why it happened.
Okay.
Yeah,
it is. And like, it's straight up. So First was her lawyer.
Yes.
Right? I was working with First at the time. That was when it was with Chastity Dolls that I introduced, writs of habeas corpus.
Sorry, just one sec.
Andreas.
Hey, what's going on, Apple?
Hey, I wanted to talk to you about something. Are you still doing the what's it called? Like the first time buyers, like for homes?
Yep,
and shit?
the first property is up and we're staggering the releases. So the next one is either going to put up today or tomorrow. The first one that's up on City Hall on the government website is for a office space. The one that's coming up today or tomorrow is going to be a property, and it's stagnated so that, it always feels like there's something up you can put your name in the lottery for. So
okay, I was going to say it because I'm part of a gang, whatever. Right? I just did a trade for a property for something else that I had.
Are you looking to sell it?
Yeah, because I didn't want to I don't necessarily need it. Obviously, I have to wait a couple days before I can transfer it, but I don't feel like sitting on it because I don't
get in touch with me. Yeah, I need to re-up the account. I believe I just got to run some numbers before I make the next purchase, which is going to happen today or tomorrow. And please stay in touch. We're picking up 2 other warehouses, another property, and we're going to be, like I said, we're sort of like ensuring that things are
always up.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
So.
All right. But yeah, I wanted to get in contact with it because I didn't want it just to sit in my name with no purpose.
Absolutely.
All right.
All right. You take care.
You. Bye.
I'm gonna be real. I think I cooked so good with this housing shit. Like it's slowly really.
The amount of people just out front of City Hall over the past 2 days that I have had to guide to City Hall on the governmental website so they can know where it is, and people are asking, right? That investment.
Yeah.
They want it.
It's it does take a special touch, I will say, for evaluating. Like there's a lot of mental to it, I think. Like, how I'm setting the price, what I'm willing to push for. So there's some kind of congruency, I guess. So we're not overbuying and we're not hyper underselling, right? But it's really starting to take shape. Like I just got lumber unions selling a property. I got another warehouse, and now this call was about selling a house. So it's really good to see.
That's awesome.
I would listen. I'm just gonna shoot straight. When you become mayor, I'd love to continue down this space.
I think it's amazing. I'm sold. If you want this to be your baby project, that you continue on. Keep going.
I think this, and with me being back on the thing, assisting with direction for legislation, I see those being 2 very areas of interest.
I think this only helps everybody.
Yes, 100%.
So yeah, as I was saying about serial assaults and killings, right? So I was on the legal team that basically got that up all pushed through, right? So when first did the whole, he's not actively trying to kill people. There's no mental component, there's no intent component, all that shit. I was there, right? I was involved.
Mm-hmm.
So when this law came into effect, I've known what it was. I worked on it in the judiciary, and I think this is the worst iteration of it we've ever had.
Oh yeah, it
doesn't work. It's
why I've been barking about legislating around penal code, because you end up with these like very hyper cooked like very volatile takes on what a charge is.
But that's the issue, right? So the issue with this is, in the way we've always taught it, and I know Crane would teach it the same way, I taught it the same way. It's a sniff test. Is this person a serial killer? Do they have the underlying
Anonymous with the 3
of somebody who, is, if not psychopathic, a little sociopathic, and actively acting in, well planned out specific ways that lead to a pathology of murder, right? Like, is this person like on the edge of insane? That's what serial assaults and killings was baked for, and now it's being used outside of that purview, because I don't think Langbutter is a serial killer.
No, of course not. There was no. I will say that the interrogation tape is unavailable, right? So there is a reality where he painted a picture where he did. Given that we are unaware of that detail, that is a mitigating factor from the position, right? However, I do think it begs that after this robbery shit is done, I think that's the next thing to kind of go under. And actually, yeah, there's robberies, right? I feel like the next big, let's call it, what have we been saying? Like criminal code area is in the space of first degree, second degree, murder, serial assaults and killings.
Yeah, like, so you remember the Marcus Wade murderer of Vic Hanna? I rewrote them all to make them all like far more simple, but also consistent in their language across all, murder, second degree, and manslaughter. I think, like, obviously it needs reworking, because if you've got judges who are taking their first ever capital level trials, just, doing what they want with it, I don't know.
Agreed.
You need more guidelines.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna get going. I definitely want to talk more in this space. I think we're doing a good thing, and the way I see it is, all the bad is highlighting what's needed and what good is. Like it's kind of like playing a game of Minesweeper, right? Yeah. At the start of this constitution, we got a huge grid, and we're slowly clicking it and noticing where the mines are. And it just means we have to, it's good. All the bad is in some way good.
Hey, I mean, that's the only way you make progress, right? You notice where you lack information, and then you try to fill it in.
Absolutely.
We're trying. As long as we keep trying, I think, the future's better than the present.
1,000%. 1,000%. All right, Greyson. You take care, yeah?
Okay. Bye, Nino.